The most difficult things were language.
Okay.
Yeah, translating all the footage at the
Okay.
end as well.
Okay.
And trying to source all the right.
I
So
want-
doing it in a different language was quite hard.
Okay.
All the people that I found was just through my networks.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a couple of researchers just put feelers out. And just through a friend,
Okay.
through a friend of a friend, I found this charity that runs the free photo shoots in Shanghai.
Okay.
Called Frame the Vow.
Okay.
I think I feel like maybe I was discovering China through making this, and I feel like there is so many extremes in China, and you tend to just see the end points. In the West, you just see that bit, but you don't see the interweaving in the middle. So that's what I was looking for. The people, you know, the real stories, and being on the ground in China and what that really looks like. It's pretty different, as I was saying before. Australia, I think most Western countries are very cerebral.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a very regulated and understood system, and you normally move in a sort of linear way that's considered, and you know, in China there is just none of that. Everyone is sort of jumping in and out of things, and there is a movement all the time. So it's really quite different. And they do say that in China it takes 1 year what it would take in the West 7 years. You know, it's fast.
Yeah.
And there's lots of risk taking, and you're just in kind of like the wash, and you can't really intellectualize it or be too cerebral about what you're doing. I think because in history in general, all of storytelling has been through men. And so I think it makes sense that, you know, filmmaking is a really contemporary form of storytelling. Well, it's all about having conversation, isn't it? We had some great conversations in New York at Doc NYC, and we just had a fabulous time at Guangzhou Documentary Festival. You know, there's so many conversations in the room. A lot of Chinese people really wanted to talk about this industry and what was shown in the film, and their opinions about it, and the differences between Australia and China, or the West and China. So I think it's about the conversations. That's the point of the film, really, isn't it? It's to make people think or see another perspective. It's more about finding the right collaborators and not being too cerebral. Like, we've got a story to tell, just start telling it before all the obstacles get in the way, because it's quite a hard path making film. So if you think about it too much, you stop. Just do it. Any film student, or particularly documentary maker, if they're not telling a story that's close to them from their community, you need to keep asking why and how to make it ethical.